right, everybody, welcome. We're just getting started here. We're going to wait for a few people. Kara, good to see you again. We saw you last week, right, on the at the seminar.
Yes, that is correct.
Nice. Great. Thanks for coming by. Good to have you.
Thank you.
All right, and iPhone's name's gone. Maybe iPhone is changing the name right now, but we'll see. Crack-a-chatta, where you from, dude? Crack-a-chatta, did you want to do some time tonight? iPhone. Whose iPhone is here?
Shoot.
Did you want to do some time? Tony G, do you want to do some time?
Maybe at the end.
Maybe. Okay. Carrie, you going to do some time today?
If I can, I just don't want to go first because I'm still trying to think of stuff to say.
Oh, okay, no problem. And you know what? You can just rant and ramble. It's just not a big deal. Totally unpretentious place to come. If you get a couple laughs and go home and go, you know what? I'm gonna turn that into something. It's no big deal. We're here to have a good time. We'll wait and see if a few more people come in before we start. Oh, it's Justina. Justina, I have... I'm going to see if I can send you... I've given you the link. Let me check and get it again. Kara, where are you located?
Seattle, Washington.
Seattle. I want to try to remember that. My sister lives in Seattle half the year. She lives in San Diego the other half.
Very nice. I'm looking to do something like that also.
Yeah, but she lives more in Seattle because otherwise you got to pay too much taxes if it's too high, if you're in California for too long. I don't remember what it is, but there is a ratio. It's like 7 months she has to be in Seattle and 5 months, some weird thing like that.
Now I know. Say hear more.
Well, Justina's in LA. She's the one on the iPhone. She's been here before. We're looking forward to seeing her, but she's having some technical issues, so she might not come on. Tony, did you want... Oh, Tony might do some time tonight. Tony, what city are you in? You're muted.
I was at the Crown City, Pasadena.
Pasadena, nice. There, Justina's here now. Justina, good to see you again. How you been?
Good, thank you. Good to see you. I hear a green.
You have a little bit of an echo. Talk for us.
Maybe it's this.
Yes, I bet you it is.
Is that better?
Yeah, that's perfect.
Okay.
All right, and somebody named Crack-a-Chatta keeps coming in and out and in and out and in and out. Not sure what that means. We'll wait another couple minutes, see if anybody else shows up. If not, we can go do it. We can have everybody do 5 minutes each. Kara doesn't want to go first, and Tony doesn't want to go first. You don't have to use the whole 5 minutes if you don't want to. It's no big deal. It's just your time. It's not anything. And Justina, you'll be going first, if that's okay.
Sure.
So it'll go Justina, Kara, Tony, unless other people show up.
All right.
Oh, Crack-a-Chatta's back. Oh, he's trying to come in on 2 computers, it looks like.
He's maybe having the same problem as I did.
Yeah, that could be very true.
That I couldn't get on my phone.
Kevin,
Yeah.
if I can make a quick, just a quick comment.
Sure.
I signed up a couple days ago, and I never received the link. So I found my old email from when I was here in January. Is that, par for the course, or?
It's the same link. Don't worry about signing up. Just show up.
It's always the
I
same
see.
thing.
Yeah, well, it is for now. The one thing is because we originally had signups, we were getting 60, 70 people a day signing up, and like 3 of them showing up. So it was a lot of names to go through to do like a roll call. So we just said the first 10 who show up get spots for sure, and we'll get as many people on as we can, and not do any less than 3 minutes each. And if there's less people, I boost it a couple minutes.
Krakachata's back twice.
Krakachata, he's twins, maybe, or maybe it's a she. I don't mean to assume anything.
Yeah, I mean, whoever you are, you're on twice.
I don't know if Crack is male or female. I probably believe. Hello, is that Kraka?
Yeah, that's me.
What's up? How you doing, man?
All right. For some reason, my thing was being really laggy. I don't know what happened. I'm trying to fix that real quick.
Do you go by Kraka?
Yeah.
All right, then I'll call you Kraka. Where are you located, Kraka?
In Kentucky now, but I used to do stand up in Columbus.
Kentucky. What's it like in Kentucky? I mean, other than bourbon, I'm not sure that I know much going on there, and horses.
It's pretty much everything that Deliverance tells you.
Okay, thank you. That's good to know. That's good to know. Go ahead.
Yeah. No, I'm kidding. It's actually pretty laid back.
Nice. Hey, did you want to do some time tonight?
Yeah, if I can get this figured out over here.
All right, if you get your camera on, so then I'll have you go on after Tony.
Okay.
Just for fun of it, we'll wait another minute or two because comedians are not known to be on time. Our next set of classes are starting next week. We have our free intros. If you are interested, you can check out the Greg Dean Stand-Up Comedy Classes website and come to the free intro. It'll give you a little overview of some of the techniques that we teach in the beginning class. That's the end of my pitch, but I just want to let you guys know.
Thanks, Kevin.
You're welcome. This song makes me want to slow dance. It's nice.
It's nice to slow dance with yourself.
All right, we'll wait one more minute and that's it. We're going to start the show at that point. Hopefully Cracker will get his camera on. All right. I think you guys probably know the rules. Crack, it's his first time, and I think Tony's been here before, right? I think I've seen you here before, right? Yeah, it's been a little while. And then Kara. So here's the rules. Everybody's going to do 5 minutes today. You can do 5 minutes. If you don't have 5 minutes, it's no big deal. You're just welcome to enjoy yourself. But I'm just letting it expand because we don't have a lot of people. At 4 minutes, after 4 minutes goes by, I'm going to hold up the 1 minute left sign. You'll have 1 minute to finish up your show. At the 1 minute point, after that, I'll hold up the that's your time. Don't panic or anything because we're not pressed for time. We're not in a gambling hall or anything like that. So you can go ahead and finish your final thought. But if it turns into a really, really long job interview, I'll fade up the music just like the Oscars and we'll get the show rolling to the next level. All right, here we go. Let's do it. All right, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, kite surfers and paragliders, I don't care who you are or where you're from, we're just glad you're here today for the Greg Dean Stand-Up Comedy Open Mic Thursdays. Make some noise! I gotta say, for 3 people and 1 black screen, that was a lot of noise. I'm actually pleased with that, you guys. I really am. I really am. That was fabulous. Thank you. Welcome, everybody. We're live on Facebook right now. We are live on YouTube right now. The whole world is watching us. And very soon we're going to get a call and somebody's going to give us a bunch of money because we apparently influenced something. Wouldn't that be great?
Yeah.
That's how it works around here. All right. Well, my name's Kevin Comstock. I'm your host. I'm also one of the instructors at Greg Dean Stand-Up Comedy. I worked as a professional comedian until 2006. And then I decided to spend full time working on my nervous breakdown. So I just had to kind of stop things for a little while. But now I'm back. I needed to work on my midlife crisis full time. All right. I'm going to bring the first person to the stage, ladies and gentlemen. Man, it's been a long day, I guess. Our first performer discovered the meaning of life, but forgot to write it down. Ladies and gentlemen, put your hands together for Justina!
Yeah, thank you, Kevin. I think I'm your spirit animal. I'm in a midlife crisis myself. I call it a middle-aged crisis. Yeah, you guys, I'm single. I've been single during this pandemic, but that's no excuse because I've been single way before the pandemic. Way before, you guys, like 7, 8 years before. So, but you guys, I haven't heard from my friends with benefits, speaking of that, since last year. You know, the benefits he offered me, well, he recently reappeared. You know how they like just come back and they're like ghosts. I call him a musician, not a musician, a magician. He's a magician. He's like an illusionist. He just reappears. So, yeah, so he reappeared right before Christmas. Just kind of odd. Like, usually people don't come around during Christmas because they're afraid of gifts. They're afraid of a relationship. But I'm nobody's ho, ho, ho. No. I mean, my Obamacare, my Medicare health plan offers me better benefits than this guy. Let's just say. But you guys, my mind tricks me. It tells me yes. No. My mind is logical, so I'm thinking. My mind tells me no, but my body tells me yes. Like, no, go away. Stop. Think here. I'm doing pretty well. So it's only communication. But yesterday he texted me. And so far I've used migraine. I hurt my back and I'm tired of driving in LA. All his real excuses for being middle-aged in a quarantine, of course. But you guys, like, I'm beyond that craving for sex. I mean, when you go so long, like, does it really matter?
I know what you're saying.
Okay, but you're married, you have kids. Yeah.
Yeah, my kids are old. Not that old, but 17.
Oh, okay. But you know, during this quarantine, I just eat a piece of chocolate and I go to bed by 9 p.m. Those are my coping skills. All the antioxidants and none of the guilt. So in his text, he said that he got 2 kittens for Christmas. That was interesting. I asked if he got the kittens for his daughter, his 11-year-old daughter. Oh, I forgot to tell you, he is a single father with an 11-year-old daughter. So that makes it quite difficult to have a friends with benefits. They're only benefiting like every maybe cycle, every 3 months. It's very complicated. It's very hard, is what I'm saying, is to have sex with a father with an 11-year-old child. Okay. let's go there. So he said no, he got the kittens. Well, yes, he said he got kittens for himself and his daughter. You guys, he's cuddling kittens and texting more than usual. He's off his brand. He's soft and cuddly. He used to be distant and edgy. I mean, I only wanted him when he was a bad boy because he didn't want me, right? Oh, okay. So now there's 3 cock blockers. there's 3 cock blockers. An 11-year-old daughter and 2 adorable kittens. And a 3rd. He lives over the hill. That never bothered me, but west of the 405, whatever it is. You live in LA, you get it. The 405, the 101. Nobody has time to say is sex all that good and all that worth it. But last year, cock blocking was his sex addiction and his poly lifestyle.
The poly lifestyle, huh?
Very, very different. Cuddling kittens now, before it was poly. I don't know if it's just because it's the quarantine. Let's see. Okay, but there's a few reasons to date a single dad. He has Disney Plus. Right? I haven't even seen Hamilton yet. So I'll use him for that for sure. He gives into Pets for Love. He commits for at least 18 years. Well, let's hope he does. He's on 11, so his track record's okay. But this guy is a lot like my dad. He's emotionally unattached, controlling, and insecure. The only difference is that I want to have sex with one of them. Let's hope. No, I'm okay. Yeah, I was working this like in a lab. I guess he's the son that I've always wanted, even though I'm not sure. Never really had dreams to be a mom.
Sounds like it's getting confusing. Are you sure the guy's not gay? He's cuddling with kittens and stuff. Does he whistle musicals? You like got a little bounce in his step. There's nothing wrong with being gay. I'm just wondering, It's like, dude, you're cuddling with kittens, man. You should be hanging with bulldogs.
I don't know.
No, that's just so stereotypical for me to say. I totally don't really mean that, but
I don't know what's happening. Anyway, you guys, I think that he found some new pussy in his life. And I'll just
they're kittens. All right, Justina, midlife crisis. We got to stick together. I meant to say midlife crisis, and I think I said nervous breakdown. No, I took time off from working to work on my midlife crisis. That's got to be so awkward for somebody to show up around Christmas time. Can't you just wait till after Christmas? It's like almost like he wanted something else.
Like, yeah,
Christmas is your family's around. You got some weirdo hanging on. You're like, I'm with my family.
What did he want?
It's one of those things. Well, next time you're going to film it and you're going to share it with us. Here comes our next performer. Our next performer has made extraordinary 4-course meals using nothing but a Bic lighter. Put your hands together for Kara Dennis.
All right. Thank you. I see, Kevin, you're the only one out here with a beard. So I guess that makes you the GOAT. Little couple of horns on top of your head and a Baphomet.
I guess I kind of look like a demon, don't I? That's kind of cool.
A little bit about me. I believe in reincarnation. As a matter of fact, I got about 4-5 motherfuckers in me right now. So if I'm not funny tonight, it's not me. It's one of them motherfuckers. Because I'm funny as hell. Okay. Something else about me is I have a grandson, and my grandson is mixed. He's half black, half white, so they say. So I'm kind of he's mixed, but he's not well blended. You know what I'm saying? Like he likes the chicken, but it has to be baked and skinless. You know. Yeah, and he doesn't like watermelon, but he drinks the hell out of some watermelon juice. Just don't like the juice skins, I guess. And he loves The Wizard of Oz, but he thought The Wiz was trash. What's wrong with this boy? I'm about to take his black card away from him. He's like, Granny, I'm black. I'm just not that black. Yeah, I said, I know. I used to change a pamper. All right. I'm about to just give my son to get a DNA test because I'm not sure about that one. Okay. I recently became interested in space, like outer space, you know, not like I need space, cracker. Because, you know, I had a Chicago public school education. So, you know, they didn't teach me too much about space. And what they did teach me was wrong. They taught me it was 9 planets. So that shit is wrong. So, so you know, I got to go out there and learn it myself, you know. So, so what I recently learned, Cracker, did you know that there are rings around Uranus?
Oh, yeah.
I thought it was Saturn's ass, but no, Uranus too.
Oh, yeah.
I'm talking about the planet Uranus, Cracker. You ain't got I'm not talking about your ass, okay?
Oh, I thought we were talking about real life stories. My bad.
I mean, you can go check and come back and check back in with us and let us know, you know, but I'm talking about the planets. I'm in space right now. Something else I noticed is I noticed that all of the planets spin, except for Uranus. Uranus rolls, you know? Did you know that?
No, does it really?
That's how I know Uranus is black, you know? It's a cool planet, right? It rains diamonds, you know, like Sierra Leone, you know, diamonds. And which is quite different from Venus, which is smotheringly hot, has sulfuric acid in the atmosphere, and it spins backwards. So we all know who that is, right? You know, sun rises in the west. Karen, hell. Gotta be Karen's ass, the backwards ass one, you know what I'm saying? Okay, okay, so with the new mission to Mars thing here, I noticed China just made it into Mars's orbit yesterday. Yeah, You know what that means? That means Marvin the Martian and the Great Gazoo need to mask up, boys. COVID 2021.
They'll need a mask with their chow mein.
Okay, and so the UAE went out with their Hope probe first, you know, a couple of days ago, and now on the 18th, I believe the USA, we're going out there with our Perseverance probe, you know, to drop our rover down there. So with all of these probes and rovers out there, shit, I think Mars might be gay, might be like a gay man. You know, UAE went out there with their oil to oil the runway, and America coming out with their Perseverance, you know, their Perseverance probe. So, but it's funny that America would say Perseverance because the only thing that perseveres in America seems to be racism, you know. So, Marvin and Marsha, they can take that. What they can do is send racism out into space. You know, send racism out. Persevere with that. Send that out there. But then, Marvin the Martian, he just need to hide his shit. Take that shit out there and leave us alone in here. Okay, something else about me. My biggest pet peeve. Okay, let me do something else then. Okay, something else about me. I work in welfare, so they want me to care about their rules and regulations, but I don't give a care about their rules and regulations. I'll be in that mug like Oprah Winfrey. You get food stamps, and you get food stamps, and you get food stamps too. I don't care. So that's my time, you guys. Thank you so much.
Kara Dennis, ladies and gentlemen, Kara Dennis. That was fun. I even learned things. I really did. I'm inspired now to go read about the solar system. I'm not kidding. I love space. I had no idea. Does Uranus really roll like that?
Yes.
It really does? And Venus really goes opposite way as everybody else?
It got knocked off his axis.
That's so cool. See, I learned that. Guys, I wouldn't have known that if I hadn't had you guys come by tonight. I'm not kidding. That's really, really cool. I got something from this other than laughs. Now, the laughs are enough. But man, tonight I scored. All right, let's bring up our next performer. Ladies and gentlemen, this next performer is gifted with the knowledge of the exact location of every food item in the supermarket. Put your hands together for Tony G.
I may not know where all the items in the soup. Is it still going on? Is music done? Good.
Yeah.
I might not know where they all are, but I do know something about the names of all of them. And this is a challenge I have for all of you here tonight. I don't do normal stand-up, but if you have any words that you find interesting that you want to stump me with, put them in the chat space. This is going to be really a lot easier than when I would normally do what I've tried to do in the past. But I've noticed a few things here tonight. Kevin, earlier on, what did you say? And I can't remember what it was, but oh yeah, you said something like, we may get 2 less minutes for everybody. And I thought you should not use less with a plural noun, but you can use it with minutes because you can subdivide minutes. You can't say less people, which I think you said too, because you can't have a quarter of a person, not in real life.
My head is hurting.
What's that? I'm sorry.
That's all right.
I was talking about a midlife crisis. One thing that's never going to have a midlife crisis, it's right behind me. You see what that is? Those are lines from Beowulf, the English language. It's been around for 1,200 years. We have no idea how long it's going to be around. It's still going strong. I don't have any words here. Do I see any words? Can I get a recording? I forgot to record. Forgot's an interesting word. It's what's known as a strong verb. It does not change to a past tense form by the addition of an ed. It changes the vowel. It's a process known as Upload from Indo-European. Any words for me? No one's got any words. Just throw them out. Just speak them.
I don't know any.
No one has anything.
Becca, you got a word for him?
A word that you find challenging. Yes.
Reference.
I heard Rehnquist. What's Rehnquist? He was the Chief Justice of the Supreme Court. William Rehnquist. That's right. He was there before. Is that what you said, Kraka? Chatta?
No, I said reference.
Reference, yes, and he was a master of references. That Chief Justice Rehnquist, he was. In fact, he would often crack Henny Youngman jokes, as I understand it. He played the violin. I don't reference. You want the word reference? It's just a noun form from refer, which comes from a Latin word which means to carry. Yes, Lucifer, the carrier of the light. He was once a good archangel, but he was never on the Supreme Court. No one's throwing any words. You got this chat space. No one's throwing anything
I got
here.
a word. Okay. I'll type it.
Yeah, type it in. Yes, because my time is. Yeah, I want to do 100 words in my remaining 3.5 minutes.
How about the word bathyscaphe?
Bathyscaphe. Oh, that's one of those underwater seek and destroy type of. It's more of a research vessel. Yes, not a submarine. Yes, not a U-boat. Yes, U for Unterwasser, which is German, which is related to English. In fact, back at the time of Beowulf behind me, German and English were practically the same language. I've got a word here, vacuous, a fantastic word. It means empty, the vacuum of space. Yes, which way does the vacuum of space roll? It doesn't move at all, unlike Venus, which goes in the wrong direction. I knew about that. Venus Venus is a retrograde planet, and it also is the source of two great words that we have: venerate, which means to respect, to show great love for, but also venereal, which has something medical. I don't know. I try to run a PG sort of show here. Vacuous, wonderful. This is how I get 100 words in 3.5 minutes. By babbling about the same one word. I usually have this fantastic, oh, I just see the word cajole. Cajole, it's wonderful. It's like frijole, but it's Cajun. It's a Cajun style bean. No, oh, sorry, that's cajole, to wheedle, to try to coax someone, either by flattery or sometimes by threats. It's a fantastic word which we get from the French cajoler. Come to the cajoler, my friends. Oh, what is this? Oh, that says live. We're recording. Oh, that's wonderful. We're recording whence, whither. Where are we recording to or from? I don't know. I got two words: vacuous and cajole.
What does English
Well,
mean?
And I just got obdurate. I love the word obdurate. It's got one of my favorite Latin prefixes, ob, which means against, and dur, which we do have in French, dur, which means hard, Spanish and Italian, duro, which means hard. If you're obdurate, you're hard-headed, you're obstinate, you're pig-headed, you're hidebound, which does not have to do with the head, but it also has to do with being stuck in your ways, like William Rehnquist. But enough on him. I also remember someone mentioned the Great Gazoo. That was a fantastic reference. The Flintstones. They think Beowulf was old. The Flintstones are still going strong. You know they're going to make a new movie. They are. And I've that's what I just got the word I can't read this. Just get the light over here. What's that word? Is that Yanni? Is this English or is this Greek? I just saw anxiety. Fantastic. And then I got Yanni. I wonder, it's great. We have an X, we have a Y. Who has a Z word or a Z word? Anyone here from Canada? No, Chaka's from Kentucky. We've got Kentucky. We've got, where is that? Canada?
No. Zen.
Zen, yes. Oh, Zen is a fine Buddhist word with X and with a Y and with a Z. I think I've come to the end of the alphabet. How's my time? 1 minute?
A minute, yeah.
I never finish my full minute, so I think that I will see the balance of my time. Mr. Speaker, back to the next person up on the floor of the Capitol Hill here. Thank you. Good night. And
Man, Tony, man, you taught us a lot. You know, sometimes I've seen people get on stage and do Mr. Know-It-All, where you tell the audience, you go, you know what, I know everything. Ask me a question and I can figure out the answer for you. And if you sound like a person that has enough backstory about everything, and I think you have the confidence to pull that off. So that would be kind of fun to try sometime.
yes, once I'm out of quarantine. Which is supposed to mean 40 days, 40, you know, but
all right, check it out. Our next performer's coming to the stage. Cracky, you ready to do some time?
Yes.
Ladies and gentlemen, from Kentucky, man. Kentucky in the house. First Kentucky on the Greg Dean Network. It is Crack-A-Chatta!
Thank you. What's going on, everybody? My actual name is Jerry, and it's great to be here. Forgive me because this is the first time I've ever done this, and what I mean is doing stand-up in a Zoom call. For a second, I felt like I was part of an election integrity meeting. Now, I will say this. If there are any thumbs down on this video at the end, I will request an audit and a signature verification. Now, a little bit about me. I am 35 years old and a father. Before you ask, I have no idea. I don't know if you can tell. My other camera died before we started, but this eye stays closed. I have no idea why it does that. As far as I know, it may have been deemed non-essential. It is difficult growing up with an eye like that because when, for example, if we're taking pictures and there's a flash, my eye closes completely, which doesn't sound bad unless you're being questioned at grandma's funeral while you're hugging your grieving grandfather while you look like you're winking at everybody. I was born in a place called Marion, Ohio. If you don't know how to spell Marion, it is, oh, this would be perfect for Tony. If you don't know how to spell Marion, it is Heroin. If you asked me if Marion had a drug problem, I would be forced to nod at you. I'm glad you got that joke. I tried that joke in Kentucky and they started yelling, "What's wrong with a woman who admires her or who is admired for her achievements?" Made me wonder how many heroines they think are in jail. I feel like saying no, I mean heroin, but I don't because I know exactly what they'll say. That's the exact same thing I said is heroin. It's kind of a what's on first and who nodded off with a needle in their arm kind of thing. I am a fat guy, which I didn't realize until recently. I remember the exact moment when I realized I was fat. I was driving down the road having a great day. Next thing I know, I hit a speed bump. And all I felt was my chest do this right here. It's a slow motion ego killer. For the longest time, I had these manly pecs and thought I was in great shape. And now they just went weightless for 2 seconds. Now, it wasn't even the weightless thing that bothered me. It was that the bounce when they came back down. That's what killed me. That's what immediately told me I have breasts now. Now, I don't know how out of Tony and all and Kara and all them. How do you guys have kids or pets?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Both.
all right. Both. See, I have both. And Kevin, I don't know. You can back me up on this. It gets confusing sometimes. You know, I come home, I got to figure out who crapped in the hallway. You know what I mean? I figured out a full-fledged way to do this too. If you come home and there is poop in the pull-up, it was the dog. If there is poop everywhere but the pull-up, it was a toddler. For example, if my daughter was Michelangelo and she was a scat artist, then my hallway would be her Sistine Chapel. Now, I've never gotten into politics too much, but did you see where former President Trump gave Tiger Woods that medal? A lot of people told me that they didn't understand why he would give him a medal. It didn't make sense to them. And to me, it made perfect sense. If you really break it down and think about it, you know, number one, they're both rich. Number two, they both love golf. Number three, one talked about grabbing pussy and the other one did. But that's my time. Thanks, guys.
Cracker, ladies and gentlemen, Cracker Chatter. Hey, man, thanks for sharing. Hey, I want to tell you that, you know, this Zoom thing is kind of uncomfortable and kind of weird. But, man, embrace it because you can talk to people on the other side of the earth. We had somebody from St. Petersburg, Russia at our Tuesday open mic. I mean, we had a guy from Indonesia who does jokes about being gay, and in Indonesia, if you're gay, it's a death sentence. You see more of the world here, so Kraka, embrace it. Come join us. Come be a part of this. This is the only medium where every single one of the audience members has a microphone, and you can talk directly to. In a club, you can only talk to who you can see in the first 1 or 2 rows, and the people back there, you can't hear them. You can talk to everybody, and you can see everybody's stuff. Like I can see you have a little pumpkin. You got a little pumpkin in there, over there. I can see that. See, that just makes it fun. It's totally a cool thing. So let's check it out. Let me tell you what we learned today. We learned a bunch of stuff. We learned that sometimes your mind says no and your body says yes. And sometimes you got to wonder about the guy cuddling with kittens. We learned about rings around your anus and probes and rovers. We learned about Lucifer and the Supreme Court and a lot of other stuff in a very short amount of time. And Krakachata, he helped us with the slow motion ego killer weight loss man boobs. Make some noise. We had Justina, Kara, Tony, Kraka, and I'm Kevin Comstock. On behalf of everybody at Greg Dean Stand-Up Comedy, I want to thank you guys for being with us tonight. We hope this becomes the most unpretentious and most fun open mic you can find. Please spread the word, and we'll see you next time, everybody.